My baby brother tried to eat a crayon yesterday.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lenny. Get ready to meet the smallest standout comic with the biggest personality ever. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a playful stage-ready Toddler character using AI, and I'm going to show you how you can generate the image using ChatGPT to crafting a fun voice and even writing a mini comedy routine. So whether you are building an animation for kids or you just want to make something absolutely adorable, you're in the right place. Let's just jump in and bring this tiny comedian to life. So your first step is to generate the character. I know that in the entry point of this video, you saw a male toddler as the comedian. The character, I'm going for a confident toddler girl this time around, and I'm going to be using this exact prompts for refining the features of the character I'm going for. So this is the image we got from our prompt. The next step in the tutorial involves us generating a voice prompt that will feed into the next step of the process. So what we can say is, can you generate a voice prompt to go with this? And I'm going to click on enter, and it's going to give us a voice prompt that we can use. Now, the thing about most of these AI applications is that once you mention a toddler or you mention 8 years old, the applications will likely complain that you are sort of breaking the policies. So all you want to do is we can now tell ChatGPT that I need to generate the prompt in such a way that it doesn't break any policies. And I'm going to hit enter, and you realize that the new prompts I would get will basically be one that should not break policies. You can even specifically say that maybe take out the years so that you don't have to sort of run into a situation. We can always try this and see. So we have the prompt, and the last thing is to generate the script. So it would say generate, let's say, a 10-second comedy script. Okay, so now we have a 10 seconds comedy script, and that's hilarious, to be honest. We have our main image generated. I'm just downloading that. We also have our voice generated for us. That's good. And we also have our comedy script generated for us. So what we're going to do next is that we want to go into 11 Lab. Okay, so in 11 Labs, you have to go to voices, and then what you have to do is click on create or clone a voice. When you click on create a voice, all you can do is you can sort of click on the voice design feature, and then you enter the voice prompts that was given to us. If the voice prompt does not complain, that's great. If it does, you may have to like change the exact prompt you're using. So this is the exact voice prompt we got. We just have to go into 11 Labs and then hope that it doesn't complain. So I'm going to come into 11 Labs, and I'm going to put in this exact prompt, and I'm going to click on generate. Yes, so as you can see, it's complaining like I mentioned, just because we have it in here that we have like a young child's voice that was maybe 3 years old. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out this one as well, and let's see if it fails as well. If it fails, we'd have to try it out and need something else. I'm just gonna save this. And let's see. Okay, so this has failed as well. So because it's failed, we're gonna change it because it still has stuff about a child of stage. So we're gonna change the prompt and make sure that we don't have any reference to a child on stage. Okay, but instead of a child, we're gonna say like our small character performing on stage. Okay, and we have this create a high-pitched, playful, expressive voice that sounds energetic and full of personality, like a small, let me say a small female. Okay, a small female character, so that we have an idea that this is gonna be a female. And yeah, I think this is good. And when I click on generate voice, this time around it should not block us because we don't have any mention of a child or mentioning ages and all that. So that's good. That protects us from breaking any of the policies.
Your weapons are but toothpicks to me.
Okay, so this is the first voice that was generated for us, or the second voice.
Your weapons are but toothpicks to me.
This is also great. Look at the third voice.
Your weapons are but toothpicks to me.
I think I like the third voice. I'm gonna select that, and I'm gonna click on select voice, and I'm gonna say funny toddler girl 3. Okay, and then the language, I'm gonna go with English. Then I'm gonna save the voice. Once I have the voice saved, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come into studio, and then I'm going to click on start from scratch. And then what at this point, all I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the script, and I just kept the script 10 seconds. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to come into ChatGPT. I'm going to copy the script, and then I'm going to paste the script in 11 Labs here. And yeah, and I'm gonna change the voice to make sure that you highlight it and you just select the voice you want, which is a funny Toddler voice we just created. And yeah, if I should play this, you'd hear that the voice would be reading whatever is here for us. So let's see.
brother tried to eat a crayon yesterday. I said, no, that's not food. He said, it's blue raspberry. Y'all, he colored his whole tongue.
Free. So we've been able to use the new voice that we created to sort of like read this text out loud. So at this point, all we want to do is we just want to export. So we are going to export this as a single file. If you were having like multi-user, like you have multiple users on stage, then in that case, what you'd have to do is you'd probably have to have multiple voices, and you probably would not export it as a single file. You probably export it as PDFs or like as a file. So I'm just going to take on export in here, and you click on download. Okay, so this is all downloaded now onto my computer. So now that we have this downloaded onto my computer, the next step is to go into a tool called Hairdra. So I've used Hairdra in the past on this channel for another tutorial. So I'm going to leave that tutorial on the screen so that you can go check it out. But really with Hairdra, you can just simply upload a video online, and then you can add like an audio script. So when you come into Hairdra, what you want to do is click on video, and then in video, when you come into video, you have to upload your audio script as well as the start frame, and in here you have to select what the aspect ratio is. So depending on the platform you're posting this on, let's say you're posting this on to YouTube as a YouTube shorts, then you'll be going for like the 9:16 one. But if you are posting this on, let's say as a YouTube long form content, then you can always use the 16:9. So I'm going to go with 9:16, and then I'm going to upload the audio that was downloaded onto the computer just a few moments ago. Okay, so now that this has been uploaded for us, you have the ability to sort of like remove any background noise. You can add any like filters you want, which really is, if you want to change the voice, you can, but we already created our own custom voice, so we don't want to change it. And then I'm going to click on add video, and then I'm going to come in here inside the start frame. What I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to upload the image that we just downloaded off the internet. And I'm going to click here. Okay, so in here, all I'm going to say is she's talking and laughing at the same time. And I'm going to click on enter. You can also select what model you want. So you can choose like View 3, Hairdra, View 2. Really depends on what you want to do. One thing I'd like to say is that this typically takes a while to generate, so you just need to be a lot more patient with it. Yeah, so basically that the video is ready, so I'm just going to click on play so we have an idea of what this sounds like.
My baby brother tried to eat a crayon yesterday. I said, no, that's not food. He said, it's blue raspberry. Y'all, he colored his whole tongue.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna download this onto my computer, and then once this is downloaded, the next step would be to go into CapCut to add a few sound effects to make this a lot more live, a lot more human. I'm gonna come into CapCut, and I'm gonna drag the video, and in here all I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna add a funny sound effect at the end where everyone is clapping. So I'm gonna come into audio, and I'm gonna search for audience cheering, something like that. Let's listen to audience cheering and see. Okay, so if I should play this, I'll maybe say audience laughing. Okay, so this is great. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna drag this audience laughing to the end here, and so we're gonna play this entire thing so that I have an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna click on play.
My baby brother tried to eat a crayon yesterday. I said, no, that's not food. He said, it's blue raspberry. Y'all, he colored his whole tongue.
Okay, that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did so, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you got any other tutorials you'd like me to do in the comment section below. As usual, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.